Hello, and welcome to Let's Create with the City of Tampa's Visual Art Studios. My name is Sarah, and today we'll be making color theory emojis. The supplies you're going to need are a white piece of paper, a pencil, a marker, coloring materials, and a ruler. So the first thing I'm going to do is divide my paper up into 4 equal rectangles or squares. So I'm measuring halfway down the paper and then halfway across the paper and drawing a line. Then I'm going to use some sort of circle stencil. So I used a roll of tape. You can use a cup or a lid to something or a jar, anything that you've got around that you can use to make a circle. And I'm going to trace over my pencil lines with a marker. And then I'm going to draw my emoji faces, my favorite ones. So I've got the one rolling his eyes, I have the laughing crying face, I have the cool guy sunglasses, and then I'm going to do the awkward smiling face. And then once I get those worked out, I'll trace over those with a black marker. I like to use pencil first when I draw things because it gives you the opportunity to erase if you do something that you don't like or you make a mistake. So what I'll do is I'll draw it first with pencil, trace over it with marker, and then I'll go back really quick and erase all the extra pencil lines that I don't want anymore. So we're going to be talking about the color wheel and the different colors on that color wheel, what they mean and what they are. Our first box is going to be the primary colors, and I'm going to label them. You can label your boxes on the front of the paper, or you can label them on the back. It's totally up to you. So we're going to do primary colors, secondary colors, complementary colors, and tertiary colors. Our first box with the emoji rolling his eyes is primary colors. So these colors are the ones you can't make from any other color. They are red, yellow, and blue. So I'm going to use crayons because I like the way they label the crayons. They're very self-explanatory, if you will. They say exactly what they are. So I'm going to use red. I'm going to find the crayon that says red, and I'm going to use that one. And then I'm going to find the crayon that says blue, and I'm going to use that one. And then I'll find the crayon that says yellow, and I'll use that one. So you can color these any way you like. You can use polka dots or stripes. Totally up to you. I'm just going to do a real simple diagonal half and half on my rectangle. So the next box is going to be secondary. These are in between your primary colors. So that's green, orange, and purple. These are the colors that you can make with the primary colors. So if you were using paint, you could mix blue and yellow and make green. You could mix red and blue and make purple. And you could mix red and yellow and make orange. So I'll color this box with my secondary colors. And the next one is complementary colors. These are the colors that complement each other. They're across from each other on the color wheel. So I'm going to pick 2 that I like, and I'm going to color my complementary box with orange and blue. You can use all of the complementary colors if you want to, or you can just use the 2. And the next one is tertiary colors. So these are in between your secondary and your primary colors. So it's a mixture of those. So yellow-green, yellow-orange, blue-green or teal, red-violet or red-purple, those 2 are my favorites. So I'm going to use blue-green, and I'm going to use the red-purple or red-violet. So there we are. There's my example of the color theory emojis. And these are examples of other students, other kids' work that they did. And these are some of my favorites. They're very creative, and they use some different emojis. So get creative with it. Have a good time and learn some color theory. And thank you for joining me today. Join us again soon for another installment of Let's Create with the City of Tampa's Visual Art Studios. And remember, stay calm, stay stay kind, stay safe, and always stay creative.